Welcome to 5 Minutes of Mime, the weekly podcast dedicated to the performance art of mime. I am your host, S.E. Angerman. You may know me from such podcasts as 5 Minutes of Mime, the weekly podcast dedicated to the performance art of mime. Thank you for joining us. Some art is literal, some art is figurative. Sometimes it's up to the audience to decide which is which. The monster stands on the shore of a calm sea, watching the sun rise. High over the beach, a group gathers. The monster stands at the base of a cliff. If the monster is aware of their presence, it shows no sign. As night ends and day begins, the monster slowly walks towards a brace of purple marram. The monster reaches down to touch the grass. It considers a rolled leaf for some time, minutes before turning and moving towards the water. It stops before the boundary between land and sea and kicks sand at the slow waves approaching its feet. The others turn away from the edge. The monster stands on the shore of a calm sea, watching the sun rise. It is alone. And now, tonight's performance. Even the most abstract performance contains in its essence clues to an ordinary meaning, but it's often a different perspective, the outsider's eye, that sees the answer to a riddle, the solution to a problem. The modern monster novel was born when Mary Shelley's Frankenstein was published in 1818. I don't think it's a coincidence that the greatest monster movie ever made is a sequel of sorts to the Doctor's Adventures, but that is a tale for another day. Thanks to all our guests on tonight's show. If you'd like to learn more, please visit us at 5minutesofmime.com. Join the conversation on our Facebook listeners page, the 5 Minutes of Mime Quiet Storm, and on Twitter at 5 Minutes of Mime. Send your comments to comments at 5minutesofmime.com. Please join us again next week, unless the monster under your bed devours you. It knows when your foot is hanging over the edge. And so, from high atop the 5mm mountain, thank you for listening. Until next mime, good night.